This is the beginning of something huge for the Cavaliers backup shooting guard. After almost leaving the Cavaliers in free agency, he got a new contract that extended him for 4 more years, and he is the most obvious replacement for Max Strus after Strus gets injured and will miss several months. Matt Palange with Cavs Digest here before we break down who I almost fully 100% in confidence believe will be in the starting lineup going into next season with Garland and Strus out. You should go ahead and like this video, subscribe to this channel so you can stay updated with all things, everything's Cavalier, all things, everything, not everything, sorry about that, Cavaliers, especially going into the season where we actually give pregame reports and postgame thoughts. So there's going to be a lot of stuff brewing here at Cavs Digest, and you want to hop on the bandwagon here early. We're about to hit 3K subs, get us to 3K subs. But let's talk about Mr. Sam Merrill. Let's get it going, guys. I'm trying to lower the yapping and get to the point a little bit more here, guys. Let's talk about Sam Merrill. Before we get started talking about why I believe he will be, I guess this will kind of lead into it, but why I believe he will be in the starting lineup. Let's talk about Sam Merrill. Just quickly give an overview about him. So he was on the Cavaliers bench last year, mainly as their backup shooting guard. He came from Utah State. I believe he went undrafted, kind of couldn't get a spot in the league, then the Cavaliers gave him a chance. They ended up signing him to a cheap 2-year deal, and then he was entering this free agency as a free agent. The Cavaliers offered him a 4-year, or signed him to a 4-year, $38 million deal, and Sam Merrill will remain with the Cavs. The reason why this video right now is so weird to me is because there was a lot of controversy about Sam Merrill and his future with the Cavaliers because there was another free agent by the name of Ty Jerome who was entering this offseason as a free agent as well. And you guys, as well as a lot of other fans on social media, said Ty Jerome should be a priority and you would like Sam Merrill to walk. And not only that, I know a lot of fans, including you guys, that actually were not big fans of Sam Merrill and were totally okay with letting him walk. So now we're here where Ty Jerome is the one that went bye-bye and Sam Merrill said money, money, and signed with the Cavaliers. So that's why a video like this and Sam Merrill being back is so weird, because I personally haven't made a video about Sam Merrill since he got re-signed, or specifically on Sam Merrill since he got re-signed to a 4-year, $38 million deal. Now, let's talk about him entering the starting lineup and why I fully believe that it will be him there. First of all, he actually started playoff games. Yes, playoff games we're talking about here, guys. 3 to be exact. He started 3 games with the Cavaliers in the playoffs. The last 2 against Miami Heat, so games 3 and 4, and game 1 against the Indiana Pacers. Those were the 3 games that Sam Merrill got to start due to Darius Garland's injury. In game 2, Ty Jerome came in and became the starter for the Cavaliers, and he went like 1 for 13. So, yeah. So that's a little bit of a different story. So let's talk about Sam Merrill as a player. So Sam Merrill is I have the green light, the trigger to shoot whenever I want. That's kind of what he is. He's a big off-the-ball shooter. He doesn't create his own shot at all. He just shoots off the catch, and he always has the green light to shoot it. He's one of the most elite catch-and-shoot shooters in the entire NBA, and he can shoot from anywhere. He always gets in a rhythm. He's good at setting his feet. He runs around the court, and you got to keep up with him because he will shoot the ball. He will shoot the hell out of the ball, and that's what Sam Merrill is good at. He just runs around the court and shoots. The biggest thing that I had questioning him was his defense due to his defensive rating. Yes, he's undersized. Yes, he's not as strong as I wish he was, but he does play hard on defense, and I will give you guys a lot of credit for this. You guys, when I called out Sam Merrill when I first started making videos here for his defense, you guys mentioned about how his defense, how he does defend and he tries hard on defense, even if he's not great at it. I agree with you guys a lot. Sam Merrill does really try on defense, and he does play defense, whether he's great at it or not. So, now that we kind of have a background of Sam Merrill and his style, we can now look at just some stat comparisons. So, between Max Strus, who got injured, and Sam Merrill. So, Max Strus is the starting small forward and averages 9 points a game, 4 rebounds. Sam Merrill is the backup shooting guard and averages 7 points, 2 rebounds. He averages less assists, less turnovers, more steals. Max Strus is technically a better defender, but there's one big issue. I'm going to break this down, so stay tuned, guys. I'm going to break down something that we've talked about a lot in my videos and in the comments that you guys seem to like that I say, so we'll talk about that in a second. Just be prepared. So there is a comparison, but one guy's a role starter, one guy's a role player. You guys can decide what you want based on stats alone. Strus is technically a better defender, and he's a better on-ball scorer. Sam Merrill is the better shooter with, maybe, they kind of hustle equal. They both hustle pretty hard. That's what Strus I like the most of. But Strus is better with the ball in his hands. Merrill's better without the ball. Strus is technically a better defender. There's some comparisons there. So, I'm not also the only person that thinks this. Chris Fedor and the Wine and Gold podcast also talked about this. I'll get into that in a second. But let's talk about the biggest difference between with Strus being injured and Sam Merrill coming into the starting lineup. Here it goes, guys. One thing that I've talked about a countless amount of times is how Max Strus is a shooting guard playing small forward, and the Cavaliers have the smallest 1 through 3 I've ever seen in the history of basketball since Wilt Chamberlain was playing in the league, and they had 4'11" guys at starting point guard. Not actually, but close to, right? We're talking about Max Strus, who's 6'5", Donovan Mitchell, who's 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", around that area, and Darius Garland, who's 6 foot, 6'1". We are talking about let's talk about a team real quick. The Los Angeles Lakers, who's their starting small forward? It's LeBron James, who's 6'8". There's a lot of small forwards in the league. Jonathan Isaac, who's 6'10". There's so many. I could just name a bunch more guys. There is a long Scotty Barnes is like what, 6'9", 6'8". He might be 6'6", 6'7", but guess what? 6'7". There's still a big height differential in our backcourt and every other backcourt in the NBA. So this means one thing. We get to see a true backcourt of Mitchell at point guard, Merrill at shooting guard, DeAndre Hunter at small forward. A traditional 1 through 3 size-wise. Because yes, Sam Merrill is only 6'4". He is a shooting guard. He plays like a shooting guard. He's a true shooting guard. DeAndre Hunter is a true small forward. Donovan Mitchell is a shooting guard technically, but he can play point guard because he's the best shot creator on the Cavaliers because he drives so much and gets help defense on him so he can pass out a lot. I love this starting lineup, but there is one thing that people point out to me. Sam Merrill in the starting lineup did not work for Game 1 against the Pacers, and I understand that. But, and although, there's another big point about the playoffs I'm going to mention. Just give me 1 sec. Actually, let's talk about this real quick, so I get this out the way. This is Chris Fedor in the Wine and Go podcast agreeing with me on Sam Merrill. Sam Merrill is going to be de facto starting shooting guard. That's the idea that we've come up with. And this has been the summer of Sam Merrill for the Cleveland Cavaliers, showcasing that they believe that he's better suited to help the Cavs get deeper in the postseason than Ty Jerome, Sands said during the podcast. The leap from situational sharpshooter to probable starter represents a dramatic shift for a player with limited extended NBA experience. As Watkins pointedly noted, Sam Merrill has played 7 career games where he's played 30 minutes. Those are all blowouts, I'm assuming. Never played more than 20 minutes per game in the season. I mean, we're talking about a big jump for him in terms of just run an opportunity run. The Cavaliers love Sam Merrill more than we do. I promise you this. That's a reason that they did this and didn't do this. There's a reason that they have this and not this. They love Sam Merrill more than we do, guys. I don't know if it's a story. I don't know what he did, but they absolutely love Sam Merrill. They love his shooting ability. They love his play style. They might love his mentality. There's a lot we don't know. But in the regular season, with Strus now missing early season, we're going to see what the Cavaliers look like. We're going to look like what the Cavaliers look like with true positional players. Or are we? The Cavaliers could go 25-0 without Max Strus, and it won't matter to me. Everything is the playoffs right here. And if we see that this lineup works in the regular season, that does not mean it's going to work in the playoffs. This is the Cleveland Cavaliers we're talking about. As a Cavs fan my whole entire life, I was born in 2004. I've been watching basketball since 2008, following basketball heavily since 2010, and I can tell you with 100% certainty that the regular season does not matter to an extent because you can get the 1 seed and lose to the 4 seed. It doesn't matter, like the Cavaliers did. We have to accept the fact that this change does not mean anything. Even with Sam Merrill could get this $38 million contract and shove it for all I care, because if this doesn't work in the playoffs, you did it all in the starting lineup for nothing. I hope Strus comes back fully healthy and prepares well, but I would think in the playoffs the Cavaliers need to run a more traditional lineup, and that's my honest opinion. So I got a little heated there, but because I see your guys' comments like this is a blessing in disguise. We can see Jalen Tyson, we can see Craig Porter, we can see Sam Merrill. It all doesn't matter until the playoffs, guys. So at this point, the regular season excites me to watch Cavs basketball, but I get so nervous because we could go 25-0 and it still might not matter. That's what we have to set to sports fans, right? Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. Comment below your thoughts on Sam Merrill getting to the starting lineup. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, share this video with your friends. And as always, I'm Matt Palange. Thank you guys for joining me here on Cavs Digest.